You are now listening to Cryptid Cocktail Party. Creatures, let's meet for a drink. It's a treat. Join us in the fight. Cryptid Cocktail Party. Cryptid Cocktail Party.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Cryptid Cocktail Party, a show where we have a few drinks, share a few laughs, take a dive into the unknown. I'm your host, Dave, joined as always by my wonderful co-host, Sarge. How's it going, Sarge?
What up? What's going on?
Nothing. Just my fucking roof caved in.
Yeah.
Kinda. Not really, but it fucked up a bunch of the rain sucks, but
Rain sucks, especially when it's inside, because it's not supposed to be.
I'll tell you what, we sure did need it. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly. You sure did need to have rain in your house.
Yeah, it fucked up a bunch of my shit, my books and stuff. It sucks. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's
though.
pretty shitty. I'm very sorry. That is the worst.
It's okay. What's going on with you, bud?
Well, so I had a fridge in my garage. My father put it there. My parents like to order, like, they stockpile food in a good way. They get like good stuff, and it needs to be frozen, and so they don't have all the room in the world at their place, so they keep it at mine. And I dip in every once in a while and grab some ribs or whatever else they put in there. And then, unfortunately, last week it died.
You found a body. Oh,
it was basically a body based on the smell. So the fridge died, and I found out about it on a Monday, and trash day is Monday morning. So I found out Monday afternoon. So I had to wait a whole week to even empty it, because I wasn't going to put like a bag of stinky trash out in my driveway. And, at least it was contained in this dead freezer.
I would have just gotten rid of the whole fridge.
Oh no, you can't just put it out in the street in Massachusetts. They won't take it. So here's what I did. I went to Home Depot. I bought one of those gas face masks, the ones that block smells. Those don't work, by the way. I got some real heavy duty rubber gloves and some goggles, some bug spray, contractor bags, and I had myself a little time out in the yard cleaning out this disgusting fridge. Sweating, a lot of sweat, with stink. And then I spent about an hour in the shower. So
not gonna lie, that's worse than a couple of books getting ruined in my house.
Yeah,
I feel like that.
I feel like we're tied. We're tied for worst. I don't want to say, because I would hate
That's bad.
the fact that there was a hole in my ceiling. Also,
Yeah, I mean, it's not a hole; it's a crack, a big old crack.
Yeah. So
it's on its way to becoming whole.
There you go.
Right now, it's crack. It's on its way to whole.
Yeah. So I took care of that today. It didn't take me too long. It was just, I sprayed the bug spray in there to kill all the bugs. I waited a little bit, and then I went out and with the gloves on and emptied it.
That's fucking rancid.
Yeah, it was the worst. It was like, I now know for sure I would be not good as a crime scene cleanup person.
Yeah, but imagine the money you'd make, though.
You probably make a ton of money, but I can't imagine you stay at that job for very long.
I think it just depends on how fucking how fucked up you are.
Yeah. There was a crime scene cleanup Instagram that I followed. It was private, but you could follow it, and I followed it for exactly one post.
Yeah, that's
as soon as I saw that post, I was like, "Oh no, I can't handle this." I don't know why I thought I could. And that was the end.
Yeah, of it. You definitely need
yeah.
There's something wrong with your brain, or just a very
Why would you want to
stomach.
see that? I don't even know why I wanted to see that. I think it was because I knew it existed, and I was like, okay, I got to see this. And then the minute I saw it, wasn't even like a graphic thing. It wasn't like a body or anything. It was just a stain. And I was like, no, this is the worst. Who's following this? What kind of sick fuck? And then I was like, oh yeah, me. I'm the sick fuck.
You're just naturally curious, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but I'm no longer naturally curious. I don't want to do it. I never want to be a part of it again.
All right. Well, Sarge, today we have a very special episode. We are going to be joined by Mike Bishop, aka Blothar the Berserker of GWAR. I'm very excited for this,
dude.
He's a very nice man.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he's very nice, very very soft spoken. So you wouldn't expect it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
wouldn't
because
expect it.
you've seen Blothar on Fox News, and he just he's brilliant. And the FBI is currently investigating them, right? Because of the thing they've been doing for the last fucking 40 years or whatever.
I think it was like the Secret Service.
Secret
I don't
Service.
know.
I'm sorry, and we won't get into it. We don't want to cause any problems, any extra problems for Blothar. But
also, we didn't ask him about it, so I don't really want to talk about it.
yeah,
at all.
no, we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. But GWAR is just. I remember going to a party with a bunch of metalheads, and they were guys in homemade costumes.
That's fucking rad.
Yeah, they with cardboard boxes and shit. It was so cool, so much fun.
No, I saw GWAR a couple years ago for my birthday. It was a lot of fun. Saw him with Necrogabalcon. It was
another great band.
It was really good. Yeah. But yeah, I've always loved GWAR. They're one of those bands that like transcend, like punks love GWAR, hardcore kids love GWAR, metal kids love GWAR. Like
you can't not love GWAR. You can't.
Yeah. There's just something about them. But anyway, so we got Mike on to talk about a little some Filipino folklore that's kind of fucked up.
Yep.
All right, so I guess let's
just jump in.
All right, Michael, thank you so much for joining us. We're very excited to have you on the show. How you doing, man? You look good.
Well, thank you. I'm doing good, man. I'm hot as shit down in Florida.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
Sarasota, but doing all right other than that. It's nice and cool in the house.
That's the way to go. I mean, as long as you have air conditioning, I could live anywhere.
All right, well, Mike, I guess before we dive into the story I prepared for you guys, which is kind of fucked up.
As usual.
I guess my question for you is, are you like a cryptids, alien, paranormal guy? Like, is that something that you dive into, like, or learn about on the regular?
I actually do. I mean, I oftentimes like recently I was looking for a name for a band, and every cryptid is the name of a band.
Oh,
like
yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. I did and I found the cyber cryptids, like the new cryptids that are based on like
the creepypasta stuff.
Yeah, those are sort of fascinating to me. And I love, because I write a lot, I find myself looking up sort of cryptids and tropes and things like that, just for inspiration to write about. So yeah, and I'm also very interested in the sort of spiritual or mystical world around the place where I grew up in Hopewell, Virginia, which is at the confluence of the Richmond and of the James River and the Appomattox rivers, and there's a bunch of old like Native American stuff and crazy slave stuff, and just a lot of weird shit down there. So it's fun.
Plus, Virginia, you've got the Appalachian Mountains. So
yeah. Yeah, we've got some fun ones I was hoping I'd get to mention, but anyway.
Yeah, go for it.
I tried to center this episode around like the Virginia area, to like maybe like just a couple different urban legends and folklore from like the Richmond, Virginia area. There wasn't a lot of information about like enough to make a really compelling one, but there was one that I found that called Elmer. I don't know if you're familiar with that. It was a cryptid from like 1935 or some shit, where this lady heard like knocking in her house, and then she saw through the floorboards what looked like, it was described as like a web-footed goat thing with like dog ears.
Good Lord.
And
wait, can it still be a goat if it's web-footed? Because I thought they had hooves. No?
Well, it's not like, it wasn't like the size, it's like goat fur, I guess.
Okay.
Oh.
But anyways, apparently it caused such a stir that like over 2,000 people started searching for this thing across Richmond. And then anticlimactically, it turned out it was just a possum with 5 babies on its back.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Very anticlimactic.
How did you get to goat from, like,
Dude,
I would love to talk to this woman and just be like, so tell me why you thought this possum was a goat.
It's a big ass goat.
Yeah.
Or a big ass possum.
Right, exactly. Yeah. It's not a possum at that point. That's like a New York sewer rat.
Yeah.
a rat king.
Yeah.
Right.
So do you have a favorite one from your area that you?
So not in the Richmond area, there was, I don't know if it's a cryptid, but there was a W.W. Poole, which was supposed to be a vampire that.
Oh yeah, that came up in my yeah.
Yeah, he hung out and he's actually buried very close to where the old singer for GWAR, Dave Brocky, where he's buried, in Hollywood Cemetery. And then there's stories about a ghost train. There was like some kind of a tunnel collapse, and
Okay.
and of course it being that whole area is like, I mean, all of the forests and everything are exactly, like 200 years old, right? I mean, they all go back to the Civil War, and that's it, because everything was decimated. So there's a lot of Civil War stuff around there. But my favorite Virginia cryptid, there's two. There's the Bunny Man, which is weird, like
Yep.
From up in sort of Northern Virginia. And then there's the story of the gorilla train, which I love. Like, so the gorilla train, I don't know if you've heard this. Like, supposedly there was an accident, like a circus train that wrecked in the mountains of Virginia, and it's varying reports, but it's as many as 100 gorillas.
Jesus Christ!
Like, why would you have 100 gorillas in one place?
What kind of circus is this?
I don't know. Circus of death. Yeah. So and you see pictures. I've actually seen a picture of like a gorilla up on the roof of some country house. It's like, yeah,
That's
pretty good.
Yeah, I hope that's true.
Yeah, the Bunny Man I'm familiar with. The army of gorillas is being set loose. I'm unfamiliar with that one, but I do enjoy it.
We up here in Boston, we had Boston Garden, obviously famously home to like the Bruins and the Celtics, but also they used to do the circus there. And I guess a chimpanzee once escaped from the circus, and there was an urban legend that this chimpanzee was living in the Boston Garden. Well, they tore the Boston Garden down, and up in the attic, they actually found the body, the mummified body.
No, they fucking did it.
They really did. There's a picture and everything. The guy who found it did an article for the Globe.
Oh my God.
It really happened.
So maybe there's some truth to the gorillas.
This chimpanzee was literally living in the Boston Garden, just probably living off of hot dogs and pretzels and popcorn. Living his best life.
Yeah, I did. I did discover that, there's reason to believe, like, so they did used to have circus train wrecks, like, which I think is fascinating. Like, and we actually wrote a song about it, GWAR did, called The Circus Train Disaster. But yeah, I mean, some of those stories of the circus train wrecks are excellent, like, just horrible.
Yeah, really. Like, yeah, I've heard, I think there was one in Connecticut, and they actually have a whole, like, memorial to it.
Yeah.
I think it was a circus train wreck. It could have just been a circus, like, disaster in general, because there were a number of those too, but I thought it was a train wreck.
It probably was. I mean, because there's the way we originally found out about this was the Vampire Museum, which is in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. That's not too far from where I am.
Yeah. And they had a plaque. Or no. They didn't have a plaque. What they had was a Ouija board that they claimed had been involved. Like, because the story was that they were like summoning a demon, all of the clowns.
Yeah, as one does.
And then the train wrecked.
Hold on, wait. Did you say the clowns were summoning?
Yeah. Okay. And I always my immediate picture was like just clowns on fire, and they're like trying to put it out with those little squirt things out of their lapels,
The lapel, yeah.
Yeah.
And the seltzer bottles.
Yeah.
One clown comes over with a bucket and he throws it. It's just confetti.
Yeah.
Confetti.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking great.
That's insane.
Oh. All right. Well, I have one more question for you before we dive into the story. You've been a touring musician for close to like 40 years now, almost.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced anything like on the road, like stayed somewhere, played somewhere, had an encounter with a ghost or alien sighting or
a circus train disaster?
A circus train disaster.
I mean, we've definitely seen some weird stuff. But mostly it was weird, clearly identifiable as humans. I don't think we've... and there's been a lot of them. I think usually we were the weird sighting that people would have. But I'm trying to think, like, nothing really jumps out that was sort of, I mean, long nights in the old days in the desert. Now it sucks, man, because you get on a on a tour bus and you're not, you don't see anything. You just go to sleep.
Yeah.
And you wake up in the next place. But, when we started, we were riding around in a school bus. So we'd be going across the desert.
Yeah.
And, in the middle of the night in the Mojave Desert, I mean, there's some weird shit in the sky. So we'd see stuff like that and talk ourselves into it. And, and of course we were always either smoking a shit ton. I mean, we toured with the Butthole Surfers, we're going to be smoking a lot of weed and doing a lot of acid. And, but nothing that really sticks out as an actual encounter.
Okay.
All right. Well, those are my only two questions for you before we get into it. All right, gentlemen, this week we're going to be headed to the Philippines, specifically the islands of Cebu and Negros. It sits on either side of the Tanyan, which is a mile-long channel that's actually the largest protected marine area in the country. It's home to something like 14 species of whales and dolphins.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Now, the island of Cebu, that's the busy one. It's like a dense modern port city. People call it the Queen City of the South. And Negros, that's right across the water. It's a bit quieter. It was built like around like sugar plantations, and it actually earned the nickname Sugarlandia, which I thought was pretty cute. But on both sides of the water, people have been warning each other about something that lives out there, something that drains people of blood without ever touching them, and that comes specifically for children, cutting their hearts right out of their chest. So this week, guys, we're going to be talking about the Sigbin. Are either of you guys familiar with this?
No.
This
is fucked up. I thought we were talking about something in Virginia.
No, yeah. I said I was going to. I didn't find anything. So the Sigbin is basically it's like a hornless goat, except its back legs are longer than its front legs, kind of like a kangaroo. And its feet face the wrong direction. So it's always walking backwards with its head between its hind legs.
I already hate this.
It has ears the size of dinner plates that it can clap together like hands.
Oh, no.
And a long tail that it uses to lash at people. Its eyes glow red or green, depending on who's telling the story. But its one like defining characteristic is that it fucking reeks. Every single account agrees that it smells like a nauseating, rotting vomit smell. And that's usually the first sign that it's nearby, because this thing can also apparently turn invisible at will. And the smell, it's not like the skunk ape where it just kind of is stinky. This thing is just constantly ripping ass. It is farting nonstop. So
it farts. So that's why it smells bad.
That's why it smells bad.
Does it make a sound when it farts?
Unclear. Okay. I think that would, the smell alone doesn't help, but I feel like that would also hurt its ability to turn invisible. Like if it's invisible, it can't be making noise, right? That's just me.
Unless it was making like a low whistling noise.
Yeah. like one of those cheekless dog farts. Just a.
So any questions so far on what it looks like, where we at right now?
I want to know what's wrong with the person who came up with this, because this is like real specific.
It is very specific. But, all right, so that's what it looks like. That's what it smells like. But what it actually does to you is worse. So, and it doesn't even need to touch you to do it. So what it does is it finds your shadow, it steps on it, or it slides between you and like whatever light is casting it. And then it pulls the blood straight out of your body through the shadow, draining you dry without a single mark on your skin. And it's not violent about it. It's kind of like it's draining your life force out through the shadow, like a little at a time. Sometimes it just leaves you pale and lethargic for a while. Other times it just goes whole hog and people will just find you dead later with no real explanation for it.
I feel like if I smelled one of those vomit farts, I would just run away.
Well, maybe you just don't know what it is. I mean,
okay. I mean, now I know. Well, I mean, frankly, if I smelled a vomit fart anywhere, I'd probably leave the area.
That's fair. That's valid. Now, if it does bite you, that's a different problem entirely, because a bite or even just a lick is supposed to be enough to kill you just straight up. It usually goes for the ankles, and you're dead within just a few hours of it. Kind of like a Komodo dragon, I feel like, is kind of the way I see it. But if you happen to survive one, some versions of the legend say you don't walk away clean from it, because the bite can turn you into an Oswong. Now, if you don't know what an Oswong is, we've covered it a few times, like the Manananggal, stuff like that from Filipino folklore. It's basically the umbrella term for like the whole category of Filipino evil. So like witches, vampires, viscera suckers, shapeshifters, the whole thing. So the Sigbin's bite doesn't just kill you. Worst case scenario, you're now just sucking people's intestines out through their assholes for the rest of your unnatural life.
Nice.
I don't want to go to the Philippines ever at this point.
That's fine. Now, during Holy Week specifically, which is the week leading up to Easter, it comes out of hiding and hunts children because, as I said up top, it wants their heart. Not to eat, but it carves them into amulets. And it's not like making these for a witch or a customer. Like it's building its own gear, like it's in a fucking RPG. So the hearts get strung together into a necklace that the Sigbin wears as its own personal protection charm. Now, naturally, people found their own way to fight back, and that thing was charcoal. So what happens is families in that part of the Philippines put bags of charcoal by the front door during Holy Week, because apparently the Sigbin just loves eating charcoal. And the hope is that it takes the charcoal and just leaves their kids alone.
So it likes blood and charcoal.
Yeah.
Well, charcoal, I mean, isn't that like something that, because look, I'm just going to be honest with you. I fart a lot.
Yeah.
Like, and when I started taking
Same, brother.
GLP-1s, like, it became next level emergency.
Nice.
Yeah. And
I got that to look forward to. I'm also on a GLP-1. Very excited.
Right. And so, the guys in my band were like, dude, you got to fucking do something because it smells like a cattle auction in the bunk area. So, we discovered, okay, well, charcoal absorbs farts.
Oh, like the charcoal, like bags?
Yeah, well, whatever. I mean, I had the idea to like make a little satchel and put it in my pants. Like maybe that would help, like a little fart filter.
A homemade fart filter. Nice.
Yeah, I never got to that area. I mean, I was going to try potpourri, but then it would just be like
fart and
potpourri. Yeah, not good.
So what I'm hearing is that you feel almost a kinship to this
I do.
creature.
I like it. I like this thing.
Now, the other thing to know about this creature is that it doesn't just wander like around loose. This isn't like a free range cryptid that's just out in nature. This thing is owned, and getting one actually takes a little bit of work. So what a person does is it packs a bottle with roots from a specific vine and leaves steeped in oil. And they do this during a full moon or the Lenten season. And that's what kind of calls this thing into being. Now, after that, the family keeps it sealed in a clay jar packed with charcoal and feeds it chicken blood every full moon to keep it loyal. If you skip the feeding, it'll go all feral and start hunting infants instead.
This sounds like so much fucking work.
Not really.
Every full moon?
Yeah, that's what, like once, twice a month?
It's once a month.
Yeah, but you got to remember to do it, and you got to keep a lot of chickens around.
Yeah.
Well, chickens aren't that expensive.
Especially not in the Philippines.
That's true.
You're fine.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
They're practically free.
Is the Philippines another one of those places where there's just chickens everywhere, like free roaming chickens?
Probably.
I've never been, so I can't answer that, but yeah, probably. I would assume so.
Because Puerto Rico, you just chickens everywhere, and nobody owns them. They're just wild chickens.
Yeah, that's like Tampa.
Yeah, blew my mind.
So now, The families that own these, they're called Sigbinon, and it just translates to those who have a Sigbin. And it's not like a one generation deal. Like some versions of the Sigbin literally breed alongside the families, like own kids, so it stays in the bloodline forever. And it's not sitting in that jar for show. Families will use it as a weapon, setting it loose on enemies to cause illness, wreck their luck, or just flat out kill anyone who comes after the family. The owner can also borrow its invisibility powers to go spying, which is kind of sick. I don't know. They don't explain how it's able to do that, but I just thought that was a fun little detail.
I feel like these people are assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like an asshole thing to do.
Yeah. The people that have these aren't good people.
Okay.
Like the folklore is pretty direct about what these families get out of the arrangement, which is basically money. It's the explanation for why your neighbor down the road always seems to be doing better than everyone else around you for no reason that anyone can point to. So rich families in Cebu and Negros got that way because their grandma had a blood-sucking goat in a jar somewhere.
How big is this
sense?
jar? Is this like an I Dream of Genie situation where
I was gonna say I think it's like a genie situation where like it's just in there like a Pokeball.
Okay.
And it just comes out and then it expands. How you doing, Mike? You got any questions so far?
I'm doing all right so far. I'm consulting my sources here.
So as for the Sigbin, it doesn't really get a say in any of this. One old definition from the 1890s described it flat out as like a spirit bound by contract, almost like a familiar to a witch, which is basically a polite way of saying that it's enslaved.
Okay.
Yeah. So it gets fed, it gets to keep breeding into the family line, and that's its whole deal. Like nobody's asking this thing what it wants.
So it's a non-consensual relationship with a goat.
Yeah. Not a goat. It's
The goat thing.
Okay.
A goataroo.
So that's what it is and what it does. All right. Sorry. Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to figure out. Keep going. I'm sorry.
No, expand on that. What are you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to figure out, like, this is basically Pokemon. I don't know anything about Pokemon, but like my understanding of Pokemon, you get like a monster and you keep it in a ball and then it fights other shit for you.
Kind of, yeah.
So this is the nexus of Pokemon.
Sure. If you want to go that route.
I mean, I still don't understand how Pokemon.
How old is this story?
It goes back a long. This is like old folklore. I don't know the specific times of it.
Analog creepypasta.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that's what it is and what it does. But there are some stories from Filipino folklore and one of them actually involves a real historical figure. So do you want to dive into some of those right now?
Please.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So this story is about a man who was born Pantaleon Villegas, and he started out as a circus performer in Manila. Didn't realize we were going to be talking so much about circuses today. And he was working as a magician. And while he was there, he got pulled into the Katipunan, the revolutionary underground fighting Spanish colonial rule. And something about him made him stand out fast. By 24, he wasn't just a member anymore. He was the guy that Cebu's local chapter sent for when they needed like a leader. He took the name Leon Kalat, which stands for Lightning Lion, and he built a reputation to match that name. So he walked around with amulets sewn into his clothes that made him bulletproof, and men who fought next to him swore he'd be fighting the Spanish in Cebu one day and then turn up in Negros the next, 15 miles of open water in between without even taking a boat. Now, legend among his men said that Kalat rode a Sigbin, a mount that he could tear across open water in an instant and put him wherever the fighting needed him to be. That reputation carried him on into a real uprising when on April 3rd, 1898, Kalat led the Battle of Tres de Abril and forced the Spanish to retreat into Fort San Pedro. And for a few days, the revolutionaries actually held the city, but then he and his men fell back to a town called Cacar to regroup, and the local leaders there panicked because they were afraid that harboring Kalat would bring Spanish retaliation down on their own town. So they made a decision. They mixed something into his drink and plied him with liquor on top of that. And once he was dead asleep, they slid the amulets off of his body while he couldn't stop them. Then a group led by his own men went into the room, and one by one, they just started stabbing the fuck out of him while he laid there unconscious. They were all taking turns until there was nothing left of his body that looked even remotely like a human. And then someone, I don't know who, decided to finish the job by taking a rifle and caving his skull in with the butt of it, just to make sure that he was dead. And then they dragged what was left of him across the floor, disemboweled the corpse, and strung it up in the town plaza for the whole town to see. Now, apparently, there's a handkerchief in a museum in Cebu today, and it's believed to be one of his amulets. It was covered in Latin and Spanish phrases meant to like ward off bullets. So that's one of the stories.
I feel like that was a lot of work to kill a guy.
Yeah, and that's just one of the.
I was thinking of that scene in Airplane where the person's freaking out, and so people keep shaking him and slapping him, and then you look and there's like a whole line. One guy's got a medieval mace, like. Were they just practicing at that point? Like, I've never stabbed a guy. I want to give it a shot.
I don't know why they were so brutal about it.
Yeah, it's out of control. And his own men.
Yeah. I don't know. But that's that story. There's an older story too, from Negros about someone doing the exact opposite. It was in the village of Dumaguete, and it sits at the foot of a mountain that was said to have a Sigbin living on it. And for years, the town has simply just kind of had to learn to live with that. Like the way you like learn to live near a bad river. It took the occasional traveler, the occasional stray animal that wandered up too far, and as long as people stayed below like that certain line, it left them alone. But then the attacks started coming down into the town itself, and a girl named Catalina, who was described as being a little strange but well liked by everyone who knew her, decided that somebody needed to do something about it. So she walked out of town alone, straight up the mountain path, past the line nobody else would cross. And the whole town came out after her, being like, don't do this. Please turn back around. You're going to die. But she just kept going until she was too far up the mountain for anyone to see. Now, everyone in the village just like nobody moved. They all just like kind of waited. They stood at the base of the mountain. And for a long stretch of time, there was nothing at all. There was no sound, no movement, just people straining to hear anything. And just to make sure she's okay. But then it came. A scream tore down the mountainside so loud it put grown men flat on their knees. And behind it came the Sigbin, taking huge leaping bounds down the slope straight towards the spot where Catalina had vanished. The people scattered, and once it reached the town, it didn't stop in the town. It blew straight through, and it just cleared the strait in a single bound and jumped straight into the mountains of Cebu. And all the years since, nobody in Dumaguete has ever seen it again. So Catalina never came back down. The town searched every inch of the mountain and found nothing. There was no footprints, not even like a scrap of her clothes. And since then, she's been dubbed a folk heroine in Dumaguete ever since. And that's her story. How are we feeling so far?
How big is this thing? Like, how big are these? So it sounds like there's a whole bunch of them. They're like gremlins.
I guess they're like the size of a dog almost, I think.
Yeah, so they're like gremlins.
That's what I gathered. Kinda. Like
not
like
as
the movie
fun.
Gremlins?
Yeah, not as fun and mischievous as the movie Gremlins, but
no, not even close.
But they just like there's a lot of them and they're about that size.
Sure. Mike, how you feeling?
I'm curious about about how they like what they're explaining this like what work is this monster doing?
Right.
Like, in their culture.
Yeah. Because it feels like every time we talk about something like this, there's a purpose to it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, like usually it's like a allegory for something that, like when we did the Kalupalik, it's like, don't let your kids get too close to the water, or
Baba
something
Yaga,
like that.
Don't go out into the woods by yourself.
Yeah. This one I didn't really find. I think it's just fucked up. Like the Mononagal, like sometimes they just have. It's like Japan and the yokai. Like sometimes they just have stuff that's terrifying.
Right.
I have to wonder if maybe this is a way to explain why, for people in poverty, it's a way for them to explain why there's wealthy people.
That could be it.
Yeah. Or some kind of social change, maybe. I think we probably just don't know enough about the culture,
right,
to know what work it's doing. At least that's what I apologize for being an academic, but I am one.
No,
you're
right.
fine.
No,
And so like
I am not. I'm a high school graduate, so I'm not a expert in any Filipino folklore.
Right.
Well,
no, I was very interested in folklore when I was studying. I wound up I do ethnomusicology.
Oh, cool.
Which crosses into folklore sometimes. But Yeah, I mean, there must be some anxiety that this is addressing.
Yeah. Well, I kind of ran into the same problems I ran into when we did like a Skinwalker episode, is that some of the things like the native people, they don't tell you. It's kept only spoken word kind of like between each other. And then us whites just kind of fill in the blanks with whatever we create with our own mind. Yeah. And so we'll never really truly get the full explanation of what it is, what it's supposed to mean, what it's supposed to do.
Right.
So, and I kind of ran into that with this. It's like, there's stories, there's a bunch of stories, there's descriptions, but what it actually is and what it means to the people that live there, I couldn't tell you, and I'm not going to pretend like I know and make something up.
Right. Yeah.
My guess would be that I think it's just to explain, why there's that kind of injustice of like huge gaps in wealth. To be like, oh, well, of course they have all the money in the world. They have a goat monster living in a jar,
Which is a good enough reason, if any.
I think so. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Elon Musk had a goat monster in a jar right now.
But I mean, that makes sense. Like, the stratification. Yeah. Trying to think of any anthropologists that I know who worked in Philippines, but I don't know anybody right offhand.
I think that the description of it, like there's so many different parts to it. A lot of the times we'll get a cryptid and it's like, it's long sinewy arms. It looks a little bit like a reptile and a man. This is a goat, kangaroo that you got to feed chicken blood. Otherwise it goes feral and eats children, and it takes their hearts and wears it like Mr. T. There's just a collection of hearts at that point. Yeah. Like, there's so much shit to this. I can't even wrap my brain around it.
Well, to be fair, this isn't technically a cryptid. It is a creature from folklore.
You know what I mean?
And
like
it is
even Baba Yaga is a woman with chicken legs. That's easy to describe.
Yeah. Well, technically our house has chicken legs.
God damn
it. Now, as far as modern day goes, the legend hasn't gone anywhere. People have also spent a genuinely embarrassing amount of effort trying to explain it in scientific terms. One theory about it says that it's a rare, out-of-place kangaroo, which is fine as long as you ignore the fact that kangaroos are herbivores and that this thing drinks blood and eats charcoal. Another theory points to something real. In 2005, the WWF researchers in Borneo caught a strange reddish long-tailed animal on a camera trap and nicknamed it the cat fox because nobody could identify it. The theory says maybe people are just seeing that animal just way off course from wherever it's supposed to be, except later researchers went back over the photos and decided it probably wasn't a new species at all and just a known kind of flying squirrel caught at a weird angle. So even like the scientific explanation for a cryptid turned out to be its own unsolved cryptid for a little while. There's also a real native dog in the Philippines. Locals call it the Aso ng Gubat. It just stands for the woodland dog, and some people just call it the Sigbin straight up. It's got big ears, sharp claws, and a black mouth and gums like it's been eating charcoal its whole life.
Oh, okay.
But none of these theories stop people from finding an actual monster every few years anyways. There have been recent videos as early as 2020. A video went viral captioned "Real Sigbin caught in the Philippines." It just turned out to be a mangy sun bear. But and then in
sun bear.
Yeah. In 2024, a family in Talisay City found a bunch of bones stashed in their ceiling and announced to the local news that they were Sigbin bones, but then they had healing properties. But when experts took a look, it was just a dead cat. There have been actual like organized Sigbin hunting expeditions that that tourists can pay money to join.
Nice.
And there has been a few waves of scammers who have caught like deformed or mangy strays and then sold them off as the real thing to like gullible buyers.
Perfect.
There's also there's a massive brightly painted statue of one down in Santander. The southernmost town in Cebu is planted right there at the town's welcome landmark. It's kind of just like a photo trap for like tourists. There's also a reggae song about it called The Original Sigbin by a Cebu band called Junior Kalat, which is a reference to the hero from the first story. And the lyrics aren't just about the lyrics specifically warn you what happens if you kill one for its meat. I'm gonna be honest, did not look up the lyrics. I don't know what the rest of it is about.
I don't want to eat it. I wouldn't want to eat it anyway. It's gonna taste like charcoal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and farts.
Yeah, and farts. Lots of farts.
And then in 2025, a contestant named Angela Cabell wore a full Sigbin costume with glowing eyes and all, representing Tacloban City in the Miss Universe Philippines National Costume Competition. Apparently, every contestant that year was assigned a different figure of Philippine mythology. She didn't win. The crown went to a woman who wore a Tik-Tik costume. And for those of you who don't know, the Tik-Tik is a flying Oswong variant, and it hunts down pregnant women specifically, and then it sucks the babies out through their belly button, which is fucking crazy.
I like that. That wouldn't last long in Texas, would it?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the range that this thing kind of covers now. It was feared enough back in the day that families built entire wealth myths and protection rituals around it, and now it's a national costume contest. But yeah. So that's the what I could find about the Sigbin. It's pretty interesting. I want to get your guys' thoughts and opinions on it. Mike, let's start with you, then we'll go to Sarge.
Yeah, I really don't know what to think. I mean, it's so many different.
It's a lot.
Yeah. But I do think that Sarge is right, that at least, it does seem like it's focused on like explaining these, or at least it
economic
involves
discrepancies.
The distribution of wealth, right? Like in some sense.
It does have that vibe to it for sure.
Yeah. I think it could also be like a warning to other people, being like, don't be greedy, because you're going to get to a point where you're going to want to create this horrible blood-sucking monster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it could just be, it could be like an allegory for, how evil greed can make you seem, maybe.
Kind of like a self-policing kind of story.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like, what did we cover that the priests, and they came up with I already forgot. It was the Japanese one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the Hungry Ghost.
Yeah, the Hungry Ghost. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. But like I said, I have no idea. I'm not going to be the one to try and figure it out and then say something completely wrong. And again, like I said, I'm not in any means an academic in any of this kind of stuff. So if anyone listening, if I got any of this wrong, feel free to write me a strongly worded email.
Please do.
And let me know what we got wrong. But yeah, that's the story, guys. That's all I got for you guys.
So is this the thing that it walks backwards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of like it's always checking to make sure it's not shitting itself when it farts, because it keeps its head tucked between its legs. It kind of looks through them. Yeah,
which is weird. Like, and its feet are backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it walks backwards, its feet are backwards, and it's looking between its own legs.
But also, quick question. If its legs are backwards and its feet are backwards, isn't that just normal facing legs? And its head's just on wrong? Like, I feel like at that point, that's just me though. I don't know.
It's a shadow sucker.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's fucking crazy. It drinks your blood from your shadow.
Yeah.
I think that's a really cool concept. Like, that could be a good horror movie. Something that, like, draws your life force out of your shadow is very cool. But it can't be the Sigbin, though, because this shit's too confusing. You'd have to spend half the movie explaining it before you could get to the...
Well, it kind of reminded me of, I don't know if any of you guys are anime guys, but in Naruto, there's a character who can control you through your shadows. And it kind of reminded me of that. He didn't like suck your life force out, but I can see how that could be a thing.
Yeah. So from what I'm looking at, the Aswang.
Yeah.
These are like, that's just a thing in Filipino folklore, right?
It's like a catch-all term for like vampires, witches, just basically anything that's supernatural. It's sick. Like, Oswang is kind of like the Japanese yokai, where it kind of encompasses ghosts and demons and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was literally just thinking that, like, oh, I wonder if this is kind of the same thing as like a yokai would be. Super impressive though. Like, I always get really fascinated by the collection of monsters that a culture creates.
Well, I mean, when you have thousands of years,
Yeah, exactly.
Mike, you look deep in thought.
Well, I was looking at how that thing you called you said sun bear,
Yeah.
which I don't know what that is. What's
a sun bear? It's
Sun bear.
It looks like a bear, but it's got like all black fur except for I think around its neck.
Under here, it's
yellow.
like kind of yellow.
That's why they call it a sun bear.
Okay.
And it looks like it's part of the bear family, right? It's not like one of those things where it's like a koala bear, but it's not really a bear.
No, I think it's straight
Sun
up
bear's a real bear. Yeah.
It's cute as hell.
Yeah.
The Philippine. So like, I did find a little thing on academic text on Filipino folklore that says that they're some anthropologists think that it's related to the Philippine tarsier or something.
Oh yeah, the tarsier.
Yeah.
It's that's like a tarsiers are
cat bear, it says. Or it could be too. The cat bear. What the fuck is a cat bear? It's called a binturong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Those have like the
ugly.
giant eyes and the creepy hands.
Yeah. That is a nightmare.
Yeah.
The world's
like that at
ugliest.
all.
Oh no, the binturong. Those aren't as ugly as the
No, now that I'm looking at it, it's
binturong.
growing
Smell like
on me.
popcorn.
Very different from vomit, rotting vomit smell.
Yeah, that's wild. That's really wild because it also is kind of a familiar.
Yeah, tarsiers are the creepy, hideous monster with the giant eyes and the weird alien fingers. Yeah, tarsiers. If you want to like get a good idea of what someone's sleep paralysis demon looks like, look up a tarsier.
Is that?
God, they're so ugly.
They do say that it basically culturally was just like it might be on one hand. So it's like on one hand, it's explaining weird looking creatures, and on the other, it's a story to keep kids inside, or
Okay,
or teach them how to listen,
Yeah.
after and stay inside after dark.
if you don't pay attention, the backwards farting goat monster is going to get you.
Yeah. And
We're talking about as a kid, I would actually probably go looking for that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really like being out after dark anyway when I was a kid.
I did. I was big into camping.
I wanted to be inside watching Hogan's Heroes and
Hogan's Heroes is such a great show.
just yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's all I got for you guys. I appreciate you coming on and talking to us about this. And
Yeah.
sorry there wasn't more. I just thought it was a fun story.
There wasn't more. That was a lot, Dave. That was a lot.
Yeah, we got damn close to 45 minutes out of it. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I just liked the description of it. I thought that was very fun.
It's really fun and it's super weird. Like
Yeah.
it definitely is grotesque, right? Like
Yeah.
and it's doing things backwards, so it's like unconventional. I'm just trying to think. I mean, because the Philippines is pretty like a strict culture, right? Like
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So I don't know. There's all kinds of work it might be doing.
What's crazy is that the Sigbin's not even close to like the most like fucked up. Like Filipino folklore, like and all the other Aswang are way crazier. Like we did the Manananggal, which was a lady who was pretty during the day. Then at night, she detaches her upper half from her lower half.
Oh yeah.
And then flies around with her entrails hanging out and sucks your insides out through with her tongue. And then there was the tick, which is kind of the same thing, which we already described in this episode. There's another one where it's basically the same thing, but also they just rip their own head off and then fly around. It's Filipino Oswangs and like the folklore there is bananas. So this one's pretty tame comparatively.
That's amazing. Like, I mean, the only thing I know about Filipino culture is music wise.
Mm.
It's such a fascinating blend of different cultures. Like, so you have there's that whole, I don't even know what the genre is called, but it's like surf music from the
really?
Philippines. Yeah. That's mixed with like, sort of like almost like French, like chanson songs. Like, they're like, well, it's pop music, but it's really
that actually sounds
interesting.
really rad.
Oh yeah, it's super cool. So I have no idea, but that's a good story, man. Yeah.
I fear that we've sent Michael down a rabbit hole that he is going to continue on for the rest of the day.
Well, Aswang for sure. I'm going to look up.
Yeah.
Because that's
and of course, us Americans couldn't leave it alone because apparently at one point we were over there for some conflict. I forget what it was, and
World War II.
The CIA used the Aswang to like take out villagers. Like it was like a psyop.
Yeah.
Look into the Aswang CIA psyop. It's crazy.
Yeah, the CIA did a lot of that nonsense in Vietnam too.
Yeah, they like
really.
Yeah, they killed a guy on a trail and put like 2 puncture wounds in its neck, so that way when the rest of his like platoon came down and found him, they thought there was like an Aswang, and so they played into like the superstitions and the folklore of the people in that region to like take out their it's
in Vietnam
bananas.
They pretended that the woods were haunted, the jungles were haunted, and like made ghost noises and stuff. Really crazy shit. The CIA is fucking insane.
They just play like 1960s Halloween tapes like into the
like
woods.
Monster Mash starts playing over loudspeakers.
Yeah, I would be scared.
All right. Well,
wonderful.
Thank you, Mike, so much for coming on.
No
I
problem.
really appreciate it. Do you have anything you want to plug or say before we end this?
Not really. I mean, we're always selling everything.
Yeah.
GWAR sells everything. GWAR.net. Go there. You can get everything from marital aids to T-shirts, to mugs. And we have our new Pink Pony 7-inch, which is out.
Nice.
That's funny. Yeah. GWAR doing Pink Pony and the I'm Just Ken song from Barbie.
Oh, that's so great.
Brilliant. That covers the Pink Pony Club cover is really good.
Well, thank you.
What a guy.
I think we broke him.
I mean,
he looked by the end of it, he was reading academic. He was ready to go down a rabbit hole.
He was researching it while we were talking to him about it.
That's what you did,
which is awesome. I love it.
I love it too.
I feel bad that there's some questions he asked that I didn't know the answers to.
Yeah. Well, I also asked those questions. So.
Yeah, but I mean, that was a lot of fun. I'm really glad. I hope everyone enjoyed it.
I did. That was a great story.
And go listen to GWAR.
Go listen to GWAR.
And pick up their new 7-inch, which is a cover of Pink Pony Club and I'm Just Ken.
It's such a good cover. Pink Pony Club's such a good cover.
Such a good cover. Oh, all right. Well, that's it, Sarge.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
Hey, listen. If you are in the Norway area, the country, I will be in Oslo the last week of July. Actually, July like 21st through the 26th. And then I will be in Bergen, Norway, until August 6th. So if you are in the Oslo or Bergen area and you want to help me eat good food by telling me places to go, let me know. Because I'm very excited to go to Norway. I'm going to the homeland, going to where my grandmother was born in Holmstrand. Going to be there for a day, but mostly just Oslo and Bergen. So I'm very excited. So if you live in Norway, and I know some of you do, at least you did, hook me up. Let me know what's cool to do in Norway.
Yeah. I was going to ask if you had anything you wanted to plug or say, but you already kind of...
I couldn't wait. I needed to plug it. I want to know if there's actually Norwegian fans or not, or if there's somebody's just using a really weird VPN.
You know what? I didn't even think about that being a possibility. So hopefully there are actual
Hopefully
listeners.
there's Norwegian fans. I want there to be Norwegian fans.
That'd be really cool. All right. Well, yes. Sarge is going to be in Norway.
Oslo and Bergen.
Reach out to him on his own on his Instagram at Sarge the Destroyer. You can find all his social media links in the link in our Instagram, Cryptid Cocktail. Follow us on TikTok, Cryptid Cocktail Party. Leave us a 5-star rating and review. Or if you're going to leave a 1-star rating review, please leave the actual review. Don't just rate a 1-star, you fucking coward. Tell me why you fucking hate us.
Tell us why you hate us so we can post it on Instagram.
Yeah. I don't really have anything else I want to say. So I guess with that out of the way, Sarge, you want to say goodbye and I love you to the audience?
Goodbye, and I love you.